tell Detective Thorpe that on the Sunday at Cascade Skating Ring that you got Thug on FaceTime so Kell and Thug could speak? Yes or no?
If Detective Thorpe said I told him that, I told him that.
Okay. Do you remember that happening?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. Me and Kell ain't gonna talk.
All right. And then, do you remember telling Detective Thorpe so him and Thug talked, and whatever was said with that, I don't know?
I probably told Detective Thorpe that.
Okay. And again, that was in your January 11, 2015 interview.
I guess.
Now, did you also tell Detective Thorpe about a shooting that occurred at a gambling house in Lakewood?
If that's what he said.
Okay. Do you recall a shooting at the gambling house in Lakewood? Do you recall a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
No.
You do not?
I don't.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11, 2015 interview that there was a shooting over in Lakewood and that it was Kell and he was standing on top of a roof and shooting inside?
I probably did.
I need to know, do you remember telling him that or you don't remember telling him that?
When Detective Thorpe questioned me about what happened, I thought I was in there about 5 minutes. I thought I walked in and walked back out. So I don't know what I don't told him. I can't remember what I don't told him.
So you say you don't remember telling him about what happened at?
But if he said that I told him that, I'm telling you right now, I told him that. So can you start asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well, I'm going to ask you about all the things that you talked to Detective Thorpe about. Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about the Friday before Nut was killed?
I guess.
Okay. On the Friday that Nut was killed, were you with Thug the Friday evening before Nut was killed?
No, you just said it earlier. Was I at the house? I said yes.
I'm talking about the Friday evening before Nut was killed.
I can't recall. Okay. I don't know what I done told Detective Thorpe.
I'm asking you, what do you remember yourself?
No. When I think back about 2015, all I remember was getting a call saying that Nut was killed and I was responsible for it. And the only thing besides that is people showing up my folks' houses. Details about what happened, all this stuff been blanked out my mind. Like, it been blanked out my mind.
All right. In that same January 11, 2000 interview, you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you were with Thug and you were at DJ Drama's studio.
I probably did.
Do you remember telling him or you don't recall telling him? I need to have it.
If Detective Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
And then after leaving the studio, that is when you went over to your girl's house, which would be Deshawn's house.
I guess.
Now, earlier I asked you about what time you left Deshawn's home to go to your brother's house. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you left Deshawn's home around 5 o'clock p.m.?
I guess.
When you say you guess, I need to know, do you recall telling him that or you don't recall telling him that?
If he said I said it, I said it.
And is that true or that not true that you left her home around 5 o'clock?
If you notice something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
So do you remember it being around 5 o'clock p.m. that you left Deshawn's house?
I don't know what time I left her house.
When you went to Mechanicsville, do you remember seeing anyone in Mechanicsville?
What you mean?
You said earlier that on the night before Nutt's murder, on the day of, you left Deshawn's house and you went to Mechanicsville. Do you remember seeing anyone when you went to Mechanicsville?
I don't remember if I seen anyone.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you went to the green store?
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember telling him or you don't remember telling him? Or was that a lie?
Faces.
Saying he's allowed to answer and they can force him to answer in the binary one or two ways.
Your Honor, his response are non-responsive to my question.
I'm going to overrule your objection, sir. Thank you.
So do you remember telling him? You don't remember telling him
Do I remember telling him what?
that you went to the green store?
I probably did.
When you say you probably, I didn't know yes, no, or I don't recall.
Whatever Thorpe said I told him, I told him.
Okay. Do you remember telling him that you met with Little Rick at the green store?
I probably did.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
You want me to?
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that while you were at the green store, you called Little D?
I guess.
Did you tell him? Did you not tell him, or you don't recall telling him that?
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Do you recall telling him that he told you he was on Cleveland Avenue?
I guess.
Yes, no, or I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Now, when you got to Cleveland Avenue earlier today, you said that Little D and You're right.
I think she's oriented to time and place. So I'm going to overrule your objection, sir.
Earlier today, you said that Little D and Shannon got into your vehicle. Do you recall saying that earlier today?
I think I did.
Okay. Back in January of 2015, did you ever tell Detective Thorpe? Your Honor, now I'm impeaching.
I'll overrule the question, sir.
Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you and Little D back on the morning of January 10th, 2015?
If he said I did, I did.
I'm asking you, did you? Because you're saying you're saying today, you're saying the truth, and back then.
To the commentary.
I sustain the objection.
Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you?
I guess.
Back in 2015, you did not tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the car with you.
Objection asked and answered.
I sustain the question.
In 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe that only Little D got into the car with you?
I guess.
Did you say that to Detective Thorpe?
If he said I did,
Back in 2015, did you then tell Detective Thorpe that Little D told you that Nut just got killed?
Basis, sir.
Your Honor, do we address this?
I'm overruled the objection, sir.
Confrontation clause is wrong.
Your Honor, we...
Overruled, sir.
Today, you said that you and Little D never talked about the murder, correct?
today I said whatever I told Thorpe in 2015, I was trying to get him out my face. So I do not know exactly what I have told him.
Today, do you have an independent memory of what happened on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Do you have a memory outside of what you told Detective Thorpe about what happened on January 10th, 2015?
Basis, sir. I did tell me the basis for your objection. I'm overrule the objection, sir.
I'm going to object to ask an answer, Your Honor.
Overrule, sir.
Wait.
So today, do you have an independent knowledge of what happened on January 10th when you picked up Little D?
Can you say that one more time?
Sure. Today, without remembering what you told Detective Thorpe, what is your memory of your interaction with Little D on January 10th, 2015?
But I don't have a memory. What you mean? Like,
Okay.
I just know that I picked up Lil D and Shannon, and that's when I got a call saying that I supposedly did this and did that.
And in January 2015, you never told Detective Thorpe that you picked up Little D and Shannon.
I guess.
Earlier, I asked you if Moontook FaceTimed you. And did you say you did not recall if Moontook FaceTimed you?
I know he called me. I don't know if it was FaceTime regular. All I know was I remember what came out of his mouth.
And in 2015, in January of 2015, you told Detective Thorpe that he FaceTimed you.
I guess.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that or no?
Objection asked and answered.
Yeah, that's non-responsive. I guess it's non-responsive.
I'm gonna overrule your objection, sir. You can answer the question, sir.
I need to know if you remember or if you do not remember.
If he said I said it, then I said it.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that?
Objection, Your Honor, it's been asked and
Overrule,
But-
sir.
That's not. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that he FaceTimed you?
I guess.
I guess it's non-responsive.
Your Honor,
Well,
I object to the commentary.
It's not responsive, Mr. Steele. I'm gonna overrule your objection.
Do you recall?
I don't know what I told Detective. I don't remember what I told Detective. Whatever his name is.
Thank you. So you don't remember if you told Detective Thorpe that?
I sustain the question is the floor.
Now, do you remember back in January 2015 giving Detective Thorpe Moontoon's phone number?
I guess.
I guess it's non-responsive.
Your Honor, that's not a question.
Overrule, sir.
I need you to respond. Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing I told Detective Thorpe.
All right.
So that's my response to every question you about to ask me. If it have anything to do with me speaking with him. It wasn't in my right state of mind. I don't have a clue.
Well, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm going to have to ask you the question specifically. You can just
Okay,
say, I
you can
don't
ask.
remember.
I just said.
Prosecutor, is it not?
Mr. Steele, overruled.
Do you remember today what Moontook's number was back then?
Back then when?
Back in 2015.
No, I better know my phone number now.
All right. Do you remember giving him the number 404-662-8935?
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember or you do not remember?
Yeah, I did. I don't.
Do you remember what kind of car that Moontook dropped you off in to take you to the police department on January 11, 2015?
I don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't know if he asked me. I don't remember what I told him.
Okay. Do you remember saying it was either a bluish, grayish Malibu and it was rented?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember telling him that?
Yes, I guess. Yes.
Earlier today, you said that you went down there because the police called you. Do you remember saying that?
You're repeating previous testimony.
Overruled, sir.
Do you remember saying that earlier today?
That's the only way I went down there.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe, I was asking everybody, should I go down there, bro? Because I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You can look at my phone records, but I didn't do it.
Yes.
All right. Yes, you remember telling him that?
If he said I said it, yes, I said it.
I need to know if you remember telling him that.
I
Asking is, he said yes, and I don't know why there's further questions.
I'm gonna overrule the objection, Mr. Sharp.
Do you also recall telling Detective Thorpe that you also advised Moontook that he should come down and speak with the police?
yes.
When you just said yes, you kind of shrugged your shoulders. Why did you do that?
Overruled, sir.
Because you asked me questions.
Hold on, Mr. Overruled, sir.
Why did you just shrug your shoulder?
Because they my shoulders.
Okay. Was Kell the only person that you had problems with back in 2015?
Objection, Your Honor, paid.
I'll stand this form.
Let me ask you, did you have any issues with Nut in 2015? Why'd you chuckle?
Huh?
I asked you if you had any issues with Nut, and then you said, and you chuckled. Why?
Your Honor, there was a question posed. You can't ask another question. It's my objection.
Overruled, sir. Overruled. I'm gonna overrule it, okay, for the time being.
It's to answer the original question.
Sir, I've overruled your objection, okay?
So I'll ask you first, why did you chuckle when I asked the question?
I don't know.
Okay. So did you have an issue with Nut back in 2015?
I don't think I did.
All right. And did you tell the police that the only person you had a problem with was Kell?
Yes.
Now, After the murder of Donovan Thomas, did you try to call Bloody J?
That what I said?
I'm asking you, what do you remember?
I guess.
Do you remember or do you not remember?
What I'm trying to call Bloody J for?
Okay. So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
But what would I need to talk to him for?
So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
All right. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11th interview that you called Bloody J on the phone?
Yes.
So why would you want to call Bloody J?
You need to tell me.
I'm not you, so why
I'm
would
saying,
you
you
want?
know what I supposed to say?
I'm asking you now.
I don't know. I don't have a clue. Why would I want to call him?
Did you attempt to call anyone else the night that Donovan Thomas was murdered to tell them that you did not kill Donovan Thomas?
Say that again?
On January 10th, 2015, did you attempt to call anyone who was affiliated with If Gang so that you can tell them that you did not kill Donovan?
I ain't doing no calling nobody.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe first that you tried to call Bloody J and that there was someone else that you could call, but it's no use?
Yes.
Now, course indulgence for one moment.
I didn't hear you.
I said course indulgence for one moment.
Huh? She done me?
Do you recall Detective Thorpe asking you about an Infinity car on January 11, 2015?
I guess.
Do you remember him asking you or you don't remember he asked you?
When this is what I remember from talking to Detective Thorpe. I walked in the homicide building. He said, "Dang, man, I still got a body on the street. You came in here? I don't think you did it." That's how they went to me. So you asked me the question. I don't remember having a conversation with him, so I ain't saying I didn't. If you saying he said I did have this conversation with him, then I did. But I don't remember him. I don't remember these.
And it's
So
okay.
I don't know what I don't told him. But I just know that I thought he let me walk right back out the door. I don't remember being in there no more than 5 minutes.
And if you don't remember, that's all you have to say is you don't remember.
I keep telling you I don't remember.
And I have to ask you specific questions. So if you don't remember,
Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele, I need to see an objection, not commentary, okay? So,
Prosecutor is not.
no, that's not,
court.
that's,
Not
that's,
court.
that's,
He doesn't instruct the witness in front of the jury. I object.
I'm overly objection, sir.
Prosecutor just said, I need you to say you don't recall. That's it.
Oh, well.
yeah.
Mr. Short, I'm gonna overrule your objection. That's not what the prosecutor asked, okay? So, all right. You can continue, madam.
Do you remember or do you not remember if Detective Thorpe asked you?
I don't remember.
All right. Do you remember Detective Thorpe asking you if you've ever been stopped in an Infinity before?
Can you say it again?
Sure. Do you remember Detective Thorpe asking you if you had ever been stopped in an Infinity before?
Your Honor,
Sure.
can we be oriented to the date of this meeting?
Sure.
We're talking about the same January 11th, 2015 interview.
I don't know what man. I don't. Whatever you told me to say, I don't know. I don't.
Do you remember back on January 10th, 2015, any cars following you home the night that Donovan Thomas was killed?
Can you say it again?
Sure. On the night that Donovan Thomas was killed, do you recall any cars following you home, specifically following you into Carver Homes?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you were heading into Carver Home and you saw a little red Camaro following you inside of the apartment complex?
I probably did.
I need to know, do you remember or do you not remember?
I told you already. I don't remember. You keep asking me.
So if you don't remember, just say you do not remember.
Your Honor, I object to this. You can't delegate the court to me. I object to this type of work.
Well, Your Honor, I'll ask.
I'll sustain the question. I'll sustain you.
Your Honor, then I'll ask. You can instruct Mr. Copeland if he does not remember, just to say he does not remember.
Mr. Copeland, just answer the question to the best of your ability, okay?
I thought I did, Judge.
You're
I told her I don't remember no conversation I had with. She trying to cross me up. She trying to say this and that when I don't told her I don't tell the police anything they wanted to hear for them to. And she keep asking me over and over.
You're gonna have to answer the question, sir, okay?
So is your entire interview with Detective Thorpe a lie?
Huh?
Was your entire interview with Detective Thorpe a lie?
I don't know. I can't tell you what I told him. You got to tell me what I told him.
Okay. So we're going to keep on going.
But I don't. When you tell me what I told him, I'm telling you now. I probably did tell him that. I'm telling you, I told him that.
Okay. Well,
So,
but you have to tell me which ones are lies and which ones.
You're correct, sir. Mr. Copeland, do you have something else you want to add to that response?
I can't remember.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
I can't remember what I had to say.
Do you want me to repeat your response up until that point in time?
You got to tell me what was said.
Okay, hold on just a second. We can help you out with that. I'm sorry.
When you told me now, I probably did tell him that. I am telling you I told him that, so.
Can you say that again?
She said, was your entire interview with Thorpe a lie? He said, I can't tell you what I told him. You gotta tell me what I told him.
Right.
And so we'll keep going. He's weighing. And then he said, well, you told me now, I probably did tell him that. I am telling you I told him that, so. And then the sentence said, but you have to tell me which ones are lies. And then they interrupted, so.
So how I supposed to tell you which one is a lie if I don't know, if I can't remember what I told him? I can't say this is a lie, and then you try to say, well, you said this right here. I don't know. I don't know what I told him.
Back in 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe in the same January 11th interview that you get blamed for everything and that your name comes up in everything?
Yes, sir.
Back in January of 2015, did they shoot at at Deshawn's mother's home the night of the murder?
I don't know if it was the same night, but at one point it was.
And did that shooting prompt you to go speak with Detective Thorpe on the morning of January 11th, 2015?
They called me. I think that's how he was able to get my phone number. But I can't recall if it was or not.
Were you scared because they were shooting up your family's house back on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Mr. Sharp.
I object to the use of the pronoun they. I would ask for specificity.
So vague?
They.
Vague? Is your objection vague? All right, I'll sustain that.
Were you afraid because your girlfriend's mother's house was being shot up?
What you mean?
Were you afraid because people in your family's homes were being shot up on that back in January 2015? Were you afraid because people's homes were being shot up?
You asking me, was I afraid, or what did I tell the police I was afraid?
I'm asking you now, were you afraid?
I was afraid for the people who was in the house.
And do you know who all was in the house? You shook your head. Is that a no for the record?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember who was in the house.
Now, in that interview, did you give Detective Thorpe the reason why you thought Kell was beefing with you?
I probably did. I don't remember. Which one I was supposed to say it?
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that this is all about you not being down with it no more and being down with the gang anymore?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall telling him that it's also because they now think that you're with Thug and that you're claiming YSL?
Yes,
Yes, you remember telling him that?
I guess. If that's what he said, I said.
Do you recall or do you not recall to tell Detective Thorpe that?
I don't know what I done told this man.
Okay. So, sitting here now, was the beef because you were no longer down with them and you were down with YSL?
Yes, I guess.
Is it yes or you guess?
If that's what he said,
I'm asking you right now today.
I don't know.
All right. Now, during this interview, do you recall giving Detective Thorpe your Instagram page?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the Instagram page that you gave him?
I don't know.
Okay. Was it Woody 372?
Yes.
Okay. And 372, does that refer to,
I stand the question.
what is 372?
Numbers.
And does that number specify something specific?
I believe it has. I'm gonna stand the objection.
Does the 372 correspond to the letters of DRC on the phone pad?
It could. I gotta look at the phone pad to see. How do you look at the phone pad to tell?
And is Woody 372 the same Instagram account that I asked you about over the course of the last few days?
I guess.
So was that your Instagram account back in 2015?
My Instagram account is Woody vs. Woody.
I asked back in
From
2000.
back then, I think my Instagram account is the same account as it is today. Woody vs. Woody. I'm not 100% sure. I done did so much time away from society. You asking me about something I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. I don't really, a lot of this stuff you talking about, like, I've been through too much to be trying to remember certain stuff or these questions you asking me. Like, you discombobulated me up here. Like, you want me to lie? You want me to tell the truth? I can't tell you the truth. If you sit here, I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, for real. Like, you asked me about 2015, what somebody said to the investigators. You know how many investigators tried to question me about this?
Yes, and we're going to talk about a few of them. So do you recall your Instagram being Woody372?
I don't recall.
Bless you.
Court's indulgence.